Thank you for that introduction. It's a good, cool, fun story because Jakub is here. You can ask him during the break. I'm just filling in for him because he got married, and this is much more important than Marionette MCP. Okay, so let's start a 10-minute lightning talk about our open source package. So Marionette, what's the problem? Right? Because we want to solve some problems. So with AI, probably all of you, when you use AI agent to code, especially UI stuff, the agent can write Flutter all day, right? It can validate with lints, analyzer, compile stuff, and so on. Use anything on your computer, but many times it's just flying blind. Previously, it couldn't even run the app. Now it's much better with that. We have Dart and Flutter MCP, but many times it's hard to tell what things look like, right? So usually, what people do, what developers, they become agents' eyes and hands. So they run the app and tell the agent, "Okay, I ran the app for you." Then they tap around, screenshot, paste the screenshot back to the agent. And tell it, for example, hey, that actually is not what I expected. You failed at this and that, and make no mistakes, right? Our favorite prompt. And then again, if there's a bug, you probably describe it in some natural language because the agent can't catch it actually, and it doesn't know what's on your mind. So we want human in the loop, right? But we don't want human in the middle in terms of you want to leave it, go grab your coffee, and you want the agent to be able to just verify itself. So that's where Marionette comes into play. So it connects your agent to a running Flutter app. So you can interact with it. It connects to the VM service underneath. So you can tap around, scroll, enter text, take a screenshot, whatever it needs. So basically, all the stuff that human would do. So all the human actions are there. And one of the claims is Playwright MCP, but for Flutter apps, because the history is that one of the famous Flutter developers on Twitter, Thomas Burkhardt, maybe some of you recognize the name, he posted once that Playwright MCP is awesome and he would like something like that for Flutter. And Jakub sent that to me, and I told him, yeah, let's create that. And he said, we actually already have that. And I didn't know about it because they just created that for some project. So let's open source it. So you might ask, okay, but there's already Dart and Flutter MCP, right? Yeah, and it's there and it's doing a great job. And they are like complementing each other, not fighting each other. So why? Because Dart and Flutter MCP is mostly build time. So when you write the code, that's what we talked in the beginning. You want to write the code. It can do all the Dart stuff, right? Like search pub, manage dependencies, run Dart analyzer, linting, all this stuff. Even can drive UI via Flutter driver. But with Marionette, you can just do it more in a lightweight way, and especially in the runtime. So in the build time, you use Dart and Flutter MCP. You build a feature, and then you use Marionette in the runtime to verify it, to tap, to type, scroll, get a screenshot, read some part of widget tree, all the stuff that would be useful for you as a human. And that's the full agent development loop. So that's something that the yellow parts before were human parts, and now with Marionette you can do both of them with the agents. So you already wrote the feature, ran the code. Now you can interact with it automatically and verify it. So it's very nice because you don't want to describe all the path. If you have a large app, it might be, you have to tap through a lot of features or insert some specific data. But agents are intelligent. Like, this is the best thing about them, about LLMs, that they actually can figure it out. They just need the eyes and hands, and we give it the eyes and hands. So under the hood, we expose a couple of tools. And the most important ones are get interactive elements. So we want to be context efficient. This is very important. We'll be probably talking about it in the next sessions and panels that, once it was token maxing, but now we all want to have the job done with as few tokens as we can actually. So we don't want to push all the widget tree inside. We want to be specific and select only the part of it that it's interesting for us. And also we can take screenshots from any view in the Flutter app because it's fully available in the Flutter engine, so that the agent can actually compare it. Of course, the others are getting logs, tapping, entering text, and everything that you can imagine to interact with the app. Like I mentioned, we try to be very Flutter. What it means is that we don't require anything, even a Flutter driver, because of that, we don't care about Android, iOS, web, desktop. It all works, should work, because we just use Flutter stuff. So you just run one line of code that we have in our README, and then we can inject into the VM service extensions. So that is already there. So what are the use cases? So first use case is the use case with Figma. This is the one that I started with when I was playing around with Marionette. So you have a screenshot from Figma. You tell it to take a feature and develop it. So it takes a screenshot from Figma on the left side. It develops a feature, takes a screenshot on the right side, compares it, and it can even produce a nice report of discrepancies. And then it can, decide to either, implement it itself or let you decide. But if you tell it just do it until it's the same, it will literally, craft, take screenshots again, compare with Figma again, list the discrepancies again, and until it's pixel perfect. Another very nice is when you have a bug or any ticket, for example, from Jira, especially you can paste it or you can use Jira MCP. So the LLM with Marionette can just read the description of the ticket and actually reproduce it for you. So it will try to reproduce all the stuff, because if you can as a human, if a QA engineer as a human could do that, then probably it can do the same. And just iterate and check if it's fixed. So fix the code, again, verify the repro, prove it's fixed. And another use case is verifying a feature. For example, here I took a Flutter Tech Summit app and I added add note feature. It's not in the app, it's not in production. I just did it on the side, where you can add a note to the talk because you want to, save some information for yourself. And after the development, I told it to verify it. So it actually verified if it's still there, if the persistence works, if it can re-enter the screen, and if it's still there. And also, the use case is when it compiles, it doesn't mean it works, right? So, for example, you have some bug, and you can check if everything's fine regarding the functionality. So, for example, here we are hitting the save button, but it's actually not there, and it's very popular UI bug. And then it can hot reload, get logs, analyze the widget tree, and get all the stuff that's needed for the Flutter dev, and then it automatically repairs the bug. And finalizing this, it's about closing the loop. So before tools like Marionette and all the agentic verifiers, we just had to verify it ourselves. And now the agent can verify it so that it can iterate autonomously. So it's all about this autonomy, that we can finally introduce the autonomy. And no human in the middle, but human in the loop, of course. Afterwards, you will see the code, you will review it. It's just that you don't want to be interrupted and you can see this agent that it's, for example, waiting for you for 15 minutes to do something in the app and you forgot about it. So not to waste the time, it can just do it itself, right? And turns out others find it useful. We started, I think, in the beginning of this year, and we are seeing kind of a hockey stick on pub. So it's pretty nice because we didn't do any strong marketing. We were once on observable Flutter stream, which was great. But we've heard that people are doing talks about Marionette already at some other conferences, and it's cool to hear that. Yeah, so the thesis is close the loop and unlock autonomy. Thank you. The package is there. You can try it. It's open source. And let me know what you think. I'm going to be around if you want to talk more about it. And right, thank you very much.